I usually fly Southwest, so it's like first come, first serve. So I try to get an aisle seat because I have long legs. I want some room. And then there's always me and then some other person on the window seat. And I'm a douchebag, so I put my bag in the middle seat because I don't want no one to sit there. Never in the history of flying has there ever been just that one hot girl that just comes by and wants to sit next to you and talk to you and potentially make you part of the Mile High Club. It just doesn't happen. That doesn't exist. I gave up on that dream a long time ago. It's really kind of like a fun game watching people come through. You got the people just don't want to be there, traveling alone, traveling with people, and then you get the newcomers. They walk in like newborn babies. It's honestly entertaining that they're in this vessel that flies in the air and they're just blown away by it all. But the whole like not wanting someone to sit next to me because I want my elbow room. Remember in high school whenever like teachers were calling you to read and you didn't really want to read out loud and you didn't want to like not pay attention because if you just did this then they're going to be like, oh Dan, you read. And I'm like, but you didn't want to like look at them and make eye contact because then it's like you've already made eye contact and they're like, oh, he's friendly, let me sit there. And I'm like, no. Then you look down, 1, 2, look up, look down. I'm getting excited because, oh my God, I might get my elbow room for this 2.5 hour flight. Yes, this is going to be a full flight, so when you're coming in, just fill in where you can, and we'll get going as soon as we can. Thank you. And then I see people come in, and I'm like doing the 1, 2, 3, look. 1, 2, 3, look. Oh, and I glance up, and I just glance, and I see two-seater McGeeter. I see him, and I'm like, he saw me. We made eye contact. It's over. He's gonna come up. Hey! Oh shit! Is that seat taken? No. And I gotta get up, and he gets a seat. You don't want to talk to this guy. They're very, very talkative, and they'll talk the entire time. But it's not going to be a normal rope in. It's not going to be like, hey, I'm Bob. What's your name? It's going to be much subtler, much more subtle than that. You got to use your peripherals. He's going to do this move. He's going to be like here, and he's going to be like, he's going to be looking for the other side of his seatbelt, and guess where it is? It's up my butt. That's where it is. It's literally up my butt. For some reason, I didn't realize that I was sitting on his seatbelt, but now I have no choice but to interact with him. I have no choice, and he's going to say, I think you're sitting on my seatbelt there. And I'm going to be like, normally, I'm going to be, oh, I'm sorry, and then just give it to him, and I'm going to hand it to him, and he's going to say, oh, thank you very much. And I'm going to say, you know what? No problem. You just got roped in, dude. You are screwed. You seriously, because the next question is going to be something like, hey, so where are you heading? What flight are we on? Like, aren't we on the same flight? Don't you know where I'm going? We're going to the same place. We are going to the same place. That's it's seriously. One time, I want to tell them that I'm going somewhere completely different, and print out a ticket that says where I'm going, just so when assholes like that on the same plane as me ask me where I'm going, I can tell them something just, hey, so where are you going? Oh, I'm going to Canada. Is that this flight? That's what my ticket says. My ticket says one way, no stopping to Canada. So then I just, continue and I say, oh, I'm going to Dallas to see my family for Thanksgiving. He's like, oh, no kidding, I'm from Dallas. When I was a kid back in the 60s, because now he's going to talk to you for the rest of the flight. And you're like, Dan, don't be such a dick. You should just talk to people and be a nice person. No, because once you're a nice person, you're going to die. I'll tell you how. I've been in a plane one time where it shook so much that the bag started falling out of the top. And we dropped a little bit. And it was a little scary. I was terrified. But on the inside, not on the outside, lightning struck my plane. Lightning struck the effing front of the plane. It was just so bright and loud and scary. Like scary. But you know what? As a man, you can't freak out. You can't visually freak out because if you're a man, any woman is looking at you for that reassurance that everything's going to be okay. Especially if you're a bigger man. They're going to be looking at you and be like, well, that guy's not freaking out, so everything should be okay. There's a couple of steps. There's a couple of steps in a freak out. In a freak out, first of all, when the plane starts shaking, you look around. You look around. First of all, you're going to see the girl. You're going to see the girl start to freak out a little bit. And then you're going to be like, okay, she's freaking out, but, you know, she's a girl, whatever. And then you're going to see the dude, maybe a little bit macho dude, start to kind of panic a little bit. And then you're going to be like, whoa, not cool. He's panicking. Should I be panicking? I'm not going to break yet. And then the third one's the stewardess. If the stewardess starts freaking out, if she starts like holding on to shit, if she starts doing that, then I'm like, oh my God, oh man, this is not good. This is definitely not good. Because you're looking at her like, you've been through everything, and if you're freaking out, then this can't be good. If the pilot comes on the intercom, you're dead. This guy over here is now feeling like he can talk out loud because you've talked to him. So now he's going to start freaking out because this is his first time flying, and he's going to be like, Dan, and just start freaking out like, what's going on with the plane? What's going on with the plane? And no matter how macho you might be or how much of a man you might be, when another man is doing that to you, it freaks you out too. Relax. You can't do that. Relax. If a terrorist attack happened on a plane with this guy next to me, we're all dead. If a guy gets up and goes, oh, we're going to take over the plane, blah, 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 and he's going to start crying and freaking out. And you're going to be, and the guy's going to go, stop crying, and he's gonna, I can't, Dad, help me, save us. And I'm gonna be like, shut the fuck up, you're gonna get us. He's gonna be like, and he's gonna shoot him, pow, pow, pow. And he's gonna probably shoot me too, and he's gonna shoot the guy behind him because the bullet will go through. And then we're all gonna die because this guy feels like he can actually talk. But if back when he asked for my seatbelt, his seatbelt, if I just didn't say nothing, if I said nothing, if I just went, oh, and just gave it to him and nodded my head and went on to my headphones, I probably would have survived. So, you know, don't talk to that guy because he'll kill you. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have a good Thanksgiving. Travel safe. And subscribe to my channel, youtube.com/Dan Kathman. And my Facebook, facebook.com/Dan Kathman Comedy.